Ed was sitting on a park bench in the shade of a big wide maple tree, right where I'd hoped that he'd still be. Reading yesterday's news, chewing on a used up cigar stub. This is where he spends his time, watching the sun come up. My granddad used to stop and sit and talk and spit tobacco juice at bugs on the sidewalk. Sometimes he hit his own shoes. I'd play up in that maple tree, never far away. Little ears want to hear every word they had to say. Granddad said, a penny for your thoughts, Ed, if you can spare the time. Ed said, here's my 2 cents worth, and it won't cost you a dime. Spend your time on things that matter, hold on to things that last. See, life's a one-way ticket, boys, and the train is a traveling fast. Ed and Grandad fought in World War II in New Guinea and the Philippines. Sacrifice and courage, they believed in what it means. With all the changes in this world, Ed's been constant through it all. In his Stetson hat, Red Wing boots, and roundhouse overalls. He wore that when his wife died of cancer in 1984. He wore it when his son came home in a box from the Vietnam War. He wore it to Granddad's funeral at the Methodist Church last fall. He said, loneliness and pain make old men out of us all. Granddad said, a penny for your thoughts, Ed, if you can spare the time. Ed said, here's my 2 cents worth, and it won't cost you a dime. Spend your time on things that matter, hold on to things that last. Life's a one-way ticket, boys, and the train is a traveling fast. He still looked like I'd remembered. He'd always seemed kind of old to me, a little more stooped and weathered like that same old maple tree. I walked over to his park bench, introduced myself and shook his hand. His old blue eyes sparkled because he remembered me again. We talked all afternoon till the sun started going down. I had a plane to catch, had to get on back to town. He said he didn't need a ride, the walk would do him good. And when I said goodbye, we both cried, we understood. And I said, a penny for your thoughts, Ed, if you can spare the time. Ed said, here's my 2 cents worth, and it won't cost you a dime. Spend your time on things that matter, hold on to things that last. Life's a one-way ticket, boys, and this train is a traveling fast. A penny for your thoughts, Ed, if you can spare the time. Ed said, here's my 2 cents worth, and it won't cost you a dime. Spend your time on things that matter, hold on to things that last. Life's a one-way ticket, boys, and the train traveling fast. Spend your time on things that matter, hold on to things that last. Life's a one-way ticket, and the train is a traveling fast. Thanks for stopping by, y'all. That was a song that I think I just finished it after 15 years. I started it 15 years ago, and it's kind of haunted me because I knew it wasn't quite finished, but I wasn't sure what it needed. And I finally figured out it needed a second verse. So, what do you think? Is it finished? Does it make sense? It's a story. It has to track. It has to start here and take you somewhere. And I hope it does now. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for stopping by. By the way, this song was loosely based on my granddad, Ilbert, and his buddy, Ed Pedigo, who lived out on the river by our farm. Ed and mine at Pedigo were some of the sweetest people you'd ever want to meet. They lived in this little old kind of a shack of a house made out of kind of whatever was available, it seemed like, and they would give you the shirt off their back. Just wonderful folks. It seems like another world ago from the world we live in now, and it's good for me to remember. Maybe it's good for you to remember that too, if you had a similar experience. Growing up out on the farm, out in the sticks, was wonderful. Wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. And what I learned from that, what I picked up on that from my granddad and all these, my dad and my other grandpa and all these old codgers, World War II veterans and such that I got to grow up around in a lot of my formative years. I feel really blessed to have had that. So thanks for stopping by. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and hit the old subscribe button too. We're trying to grow this channel. Check back soon for some more music. We'll see y'all later.